Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Ayman Omar. Making it clear that the BJP has reached the current stage due to the sacrifices of several party workers, the state president of the party, Bandi Sanjay, today said that the party did not require workers who fear a lot for police and arrest by them. He called upon the party workers to work hard to achieve the goal of coming into power after the 2023 assembly elections. He made these remarks while addressing a meeting of BJP workers at the state party office. Telangana Chief Minister Chandrasekhar Rao hailed the central government for conferring the prestigious and highest film award in the country, Dadasaheb Phalke Award, to well-known southern film actor Rajinikanth. In a statement, the Chief Minister said Rajinikanth, who evolved a unique style of his own in the film career, has crores of fans in the country and all over the globe, and it is great and befitting that he is selected for the prestigious Dadasaheb Phalke Award. The CM conveyed his congratulations to the superstar. The Telangana State Home Minister Mohammad Mahmood Ali made it clear that strict action will be taken against those who invoke his name in carrying out illegal activities. There were media reports which suggested that some officials of the Home Minister's staff and others claiming to be his relatives are involved in land grabbing and extortion. After these reports, the Home Minister instructed the higher officials to conduct inquiry in the matter. The Home Minister stated that anyone from his staff found involved in such illegal activities will not be spared. Mahmood Ali said that he had nothing to do with anyone claiming to be his relatives and doing illegal activity. Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting Prakash Javadekar today announced the recipient of the 51st Dadasaheb Phalke Award. The award for the 2019 will be conferred to the legendary actor Rajinikanth. It will be presented on 3rd of May along with the National Film Awards. Announcing the award in New Delhi, the minister said that the choice was unanimously made by the members of the jury, which the government accepted. The jury members consisted of 5 members: Ms. Asha Bhosle, Mohan Lal, Viswajit Chatterjee, Shankar Mahadevan and Subhash Ghai. Speaking on the achievements of Rajinikanth, the minister said that he is an iconic actor who has ruled the hearts of Indians for over 50 years. The minister congratulated the legendary actor on the achievement. Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education has commenced preparation for intermediate examinations. The Board of Intermediate is seriously considering to release hall tickets for Inter First Year from 1st of April and of Inter Second Year from 2nd of April. However, there is a likelihood of some delay as 6 officials of the Inter Board are suffering from COVID-19, due to which officials of other sections are in home quarantine. The Board of Intermediate officials told that the preparations are afoot to ensure download of Inter Second Year hall tickets from 2nd of April, but there might be a delay of one more day. On the other hand, the process of registering MCET applications has started, which required Inter Second Year hall ticket numbers. The total number of MCET applications which started from 22nd of March till Tuesday evening is a mere 1,319 applications. The health authorities of Telangana on Thursday began administering COVID vaccine to those above 45 years of age. As the vaccination drive entered the third phase, people in the new category lined up at the vaccination centers across the state to take the jab. Director of Public Health and Family Welfare G. Srinivasa Rao said they plan to inoculate 1 lakh people every day. Currently, about 50,000 are being vaccinated every day. There are an estimated 80 lakh people in the state who are above 45 years of age. Among them, about 10 lakh people having health issues as well as frontline and health workers have already received the vaccine. The third phase is expected to give a boost to the COVID fight amid resurgence in the new infections. Voting for the second phase of the West Bengal Assembly election began at 7 am on Thursday. In phase 2, a total of 30 assembly constituencies from the districts of South 24 Parganas, Bankura, Paschim Medinipur and Purba Medinipur are heading in to vote. Out of the 171 candidates in the fray, 152 are men and the remaining are women. It means only 11% of the candidates are women. Among these candidates, 2 are undoubtedly the most prominent figures, that is Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her former ministerial colleague Suvendu Adhikari, who had joined the Bharatiya Janata Party in December last year. Nandigram is all set to witness the most high-profile contest with Banerjee and Adhikari taking on each other. The stakes are high, with Adhikari pledging that he would quit politics if he does not defeat Mamata by 50,000 votes in Nandigram. The Madras High Court on Thursday rejected a plea filed by DMK leader A. Raja, who was challenging the Election Commission of India's decision to ban him from campaigning in poll-bound Tamil Nadu for 48 hours. Earlier in the day, the Election Commission removed A. Raja from the list of DMK star campaigners and banned him from campaigning for 48 hours. The poll panel also asked him not to lower the dignity of women in his speeches. The commission also reprimanded A. Raja for his derogatory remarks against Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy and his mother. The Election Commission has found A. Raja guilty of violating the Moral Code of Conduct by making derogatory remarks against Tamil Nadu Chief Minister K. Palaniswamy and his mother. The Iraqi parliament has endorsed a bill for the 2021 budget with about $89 billion and a deficit of $19 billion after months of delay due to political differences. A statement by the Media Office of Parliament said 215 lawmakers attended a session chaired by the Speaker on Wednesday and passed the budget. The proposed budget was set on the basis of an average oil price of $45 per barrel, an export of 3.25 million barrels per day, including 250,000 barrels per day exported from the Kurdish region. The approval came after months of debates among various political blocs over multiple controversial items, including a 12.67% allocation from the national budget to the semi-autonomous Kurdistan region. The World Bank on Thursday approved the allocation of an additional $25 million in financing from the Global Partnership for Education to increase equitable access to primary and secondary education in Afghanistan, particularly for the girls. The new grant will help build 100 additional schools, further improve learning and access to education for girls, support teachers' training, and promote community-based education, the statement stated. Afghanistan has made much progress in improving education in the last 2 decades, but 3.5 million children remain out of school, and half of the country's schools still have minimal infrastructure, said Henri Kerali, World Bank Country Director for Afghanistan. Superstar Shah Rukh Khan on Wednesday took time out of his busy schedule and hosted Ask Me Anything session on the Twitter site to interact with his fans and admirers. During the session, Shah Rukh Khan tried to reply to as many tweets as possible, and he did good. Both the die-hard fans as well as Twitter trolls asked Shah Rukh Khan various questions about his family, movies and much more. Amid discussions of the actor's next movie, his cricket team Kolkata Knight Riders, to everything, a fan quizzed Shah Rukh Khan to pick his favorite films of Aamir Khan. Though these two Khans are yet to team up on screen, Shah Rukh Khan was quick to make his choice. Shah Rukh Khan revealed that he likes Raakh, Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak, Dangal, Lagan and Three Idiots from Aamir's filmography. Former India wicketkeeper Parthiv Patel picked Rishabh Pant as the X factor for the Delhi Capitals side and said he is a brilliant player who can be better than former skipper Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Pant had a great last year in the IPL, which saw him earn a spot in the Indian team. Pant has not looked back since. He made the most of his opportunities, be it Test cricket, ODIs or 2020 internationals. He was also named as the captain of the Capitals squad for this season. Thank you viewers, that's it for today.